training manager. She has been the, I guess, sergeant that put the people through the boot camp and drove them very hard. I would call on Minister Juma and Mr. Ayman Mazani to come up here. And I think Lubna is going to be calling the names one by one, or Omar, I'm sorry. Omar will call the names and we will give them certificates. These are the graduates of the boot camp. These 5 plus another 7.
Sure.
We would like to announce the latest 500 recipients for the training boot camp. They have finished 100 hours of training. From Meets Express, Ibrahim Manna. From Ishraq.com, Khalid Hussein. From MBE Components, Mahmoud Al-Nasr. From eCampaign, Lana Isani. From Advanced Telecom Solutions, Haytham Taha. From Arabic Audio Book Center, Ala Sliman. From Cornerstone Studios, Fadi Darbuti. From Feed the Children Initiative, Reem Hussein. From Simpson, Mamdouh Sharif. From ShababJobs.com, Fadi Sawahibi. And last but not least, from check-in service, Aboud Khdir.
Okay, we're coming to a close. To be honest, I'm so excited and thrilled. I've enjoyed it so much. I don't want it to end. It's been an exciting 2 days. If you think it was successful, it was because of you, the speakers, the audience. You made it lively, you made it interactive, and the experience was so enjoyable and useful and informative. I would like to quickly thank the teams that work behind the scenes, Ryan Balbesi and company, and the team that worked. Thank God, I think we had some tough times, but at the end, everything turned out to be really great. Thank you very much, and thank you for the teams. I have to thank His Excellency. He gave me such a hard time. I tried to give him a hard time back, but I can't. He's the government, so I have to sort of accept it and go on. But again, thank you, Your Excellency, and thanks to the teams of the ministry. Whoever is here, whoever is not, they worked hard with us for the past few months, and it was true partnership for this conference. Thanks to our speakers, Scott and Wajih, I don't know where he is today, he's probably left. Again, this is an event that we enjoyed, and we look forward to see you again in 2 years. And if I may, I would like to ask Marwan, His Excellency, to give us a word at the end of this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayman. One of the perks of being in government, I can give him a hard time and he can't. That's one of the great perks. Again, this has been, I think, for Jordan, once again, an inflection point. Starting with His Majesty's speech, I think the support and the boost we got from His Majesty will last us for the next 10 years, if not more. But I think it raised the bar once again. The onus is on us as government and as you as much to deliver over the coming 10 years, if not more. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We've achieved a lot in Jordan, and I think this is just the beginning. We are scratching the surface. And there's no better ending to this event than the session of Usama. I think with Oasis, this can be, for the region, a game changer. Not only because we're graduating X amount of talent, and I was talking to Usama at the press conference, because this can really change the culture of the Middle East. The culture that people should take risks, embracing entrepreneurship, and that we should accept failure and encourage and celebrate failure. This could be a game changer that goes way beyond the IT, and it will hopefully go way beyond Jordan. When His Majesty mentioned 5% contributing much more than what we have today in terms of workforce, what the impact would be, we need to create that need flow. We need to have those companies down the line. And I think things like Oasis 500 and what are you doing with your hands? I can't read this. Let us give me hand signals. I can't read this. I want to talk about it. Okay, I don't want to close. No problem. Thank you. Let us give me hand signals. I'll give you a little story about Riot this week. Before the event started, I came in at about 8:15, 8:30, and Riot's face was a little more red than what it is now. He was puffing cigarettes outside, and I said, what's wrong? He says, well, we haven't printed the name tags for the chairs. And many of you had seats assigned, basically, including His Majesty. So I told Riot, okay, we can have an issue in our hands. I'm going to have a heart attack right now. And then we agreed to actually write the names. Said no one knows you're supposed to print them. So at the end of the day, people find their names written, otherwise things will be okay. And somehow things fall in place. I don't know how, but they fall in place. Well, I think a week ago, we had a lot of issues, but somehow things fell in place. And I think His Majesty, God bless his soul, what basically the support we got from him, I can't thank him enough. And we can't thank him enough as Jordan and as sometimes we take him for granted, and I would say from the heart. And John Chambers always reminds us, a good friend of His Majesty, he always says, you have a king that gets it. And we take it for granted in Jordan, that we have leadership that basically buys into the process more than we do. And for him to say at the closing, I'm your biggest champion, one of your biggest champions, what more support can we get as public and private sector? But I think we have a work cut out for us. I think for Jordan, this is nothing but hope, nothing but inspiration, and graduating those 5 graduates or 10 graduates. Usama, you have your hands full as well. Unfortunately, I can't be with you investing in those companies, but you have all the support of the government. And again, I think, once again, thank you. I mean, amen, thank everyone. But I think what's unique really in Jordan has been the partnership, and this is not talk. The partnership we have with the government, with the private sector. I say with the government. I forget sometimes that I'm government. Sometimes I forget the press conferences that I'm government. And I say off the record, yes. No, but I think the fact that I came to private sector, this really is a unique partnership. The fact that Ayman spends more time with me at the ministry when he does his work, I think, in the past 6 months. The fact that I'm building on achievements of others. What's very important, don't forget, they cut me off. We don't have Minister of Information in Jordan, but I don't know what happened. I've been censored. No, once again, I think I was about to say building on what others have accomplished. With Fawaz, and then with Nadia, with Omar, with Abu Jawad, we're building others' accomplishments. And others will come, I will move on, others will continue this journey. But this for Jordan, I think, is not a choice. It's not an option to build this industry. For Jordan, I think this is the only way out. We will have hundreds of millions of people graduating into the labor force in the Arab world. And focusing on knowledge-based economy, I think, is the way forward. Again, just to thank everyone. Scott, thank you for your support, international partnership. My people at the ministry, Nilan, primarily, and Haytham, I really gave them a hard time the past month or so, and everybody else at my ministry. I do wonderful work, and Abid, I think you want to close now. But then again, thank you for coming. You made this event a success. The speakers, and you stayed late into the sessions, and you participated actively into your questions and engaged with us here in Jordan. And hopefully we've been able to put on a good show, and we look forward to seeing you hopefully on 10, 12, I'm going to say from now. So thank you for coming, and have a great day.
I'll give the mic to Abid to do the final close, but I need to thank my board, who was supportive from day one, was part of the planning. So I thank each member of the board for being with us and for being supportive all along. Thank you very much. And Abid.
Thank you, Wazir, Bahi, Minister Juma, thank you very much. Scott, thank you for moderating a very good event and a successful one. Allow me just to say a couple of words, actually. I'd like to thank our partners, the Ministry of ICT, of course, as a main partner. I'd like to thank the Development Zones Commission and the Business Park for actually working with us on this important event. And I hope that we work on many others as well. I'd like also to thank our gold sponsors, or our gold partners, EMC, Orange, Qatar Science Technology Park, Omnia, and Zain. I'd like to thank our silver partners, Dynamax, Huawei, Linked Online, and Optimizer, our affiliate partners, Synopsys, Cascadia Software, and our BPO partners, Crystal Core, Extensia. I'd like also to thank our forum supporters, and I'd like to thank our media partners and sponsors. It's been a pleasure actually having you all with us today in the past 2 days. I hope that you've listened to important topics as we promised you. I hope that you've listened to what we promised, more than 70 speakers. It was actually 72 speakers, so which is good. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you, and we look forward to seeing you at 10-10-12, as His Excellency said. 10-10-12, yes, that's the date. And I'd like to thank my board and for the continuous support to INTAR and the Ministry as well for their partnership. And I'd like to thank our members, you actually, for continuing the support to INTAR over the past 10 years and hopefully many other years. I'd like to thank my team, entire team, and Ra'ed for actually working with us, with your team, Muhammad, and everyone. And thank you guys, and see you in 2 years.